Alright, I just finished up Season 2 of the OA. Thoroughly enjoyed Season 1 and was really looking forward to this season. I think it's been almost 3 years since Season 1. It's been a long wait. I wasn't sure if it was going to happen at all. Um, I enjoyed Season 2. Let me give you a little bit of a rundown, just to recap a little bit. So, Prairie, aka OA, in Season 1, like if you haven't seen Season 1, you probably shouldn't be watching Season 2 review. She got shot at the end of Season 1, and we don't know what happened. She's being rushed away in an ambulance. You think she's going to die. Well, she does die, but she doesn't die. Her consciousness travels to another dimension. And that's what she's been trying to achieve this whole time, traveling to different dimensions. Okay, so she ends up in this other dimension, and it contains all the same people that she was basically locked up with before, because all of them, and Hap, who that was the guy who imprisoned all of them, figured out how to do it, and also jumped to a different dimension with all of the other people. Like, she escaped the place. She ended up finding where they went because they all killed themselves / went to another dimension. Basically ends up in the same kind of scenario in the second season where she's under Hap's control. She's being held prisoner, but this time he has some power. He's like a head of a mental institution or a doctor at a mental institution, and her and all of the other group members from season 1 are there as well, except for Homer. She's trying to figure out, like, Homer's there, but the consciousness, the old Homer, is not there. It's the guy from that dimension's normal consciousness, and so he doesn't believe any of the shit. He doesn't understand. So the whole season is her trying to convince Homer of who he really is, trying to bring out the Homer from her dimension in that reality. And basically trying to stop Hap from being able to do what he does. I don't know, like, this season was a little convoluted. I'm not going to lie. Like, they had this whole part about a house and a game, which I almost felt like it was unnecessary. I mean, I guess they had to put some different stuff in this season, but to do the dimension jumping and stuff like that, I don't feel like the house part was necessary. It was like a completely separate storyline. This house and this game, these people that they're attracted to this house by this game, and they're supposed to figure out the truth, be able to see the truth, whatever. It was just weird. It went down a path. Like, it was interesting to watch, but I don't know, to me it was like kind of anticlimactic. It wasn't, I didn't care that much about the house. Like, this whole thing, I love the weirdness of the show. I love delving into, like, all the weird shit and being like, what the fuck is going on? So I enjoy that. But I think I enjoyed season 1 more, even though I enjoyed the fact that they showed the jumping in this season. Like, they didn't show it at all in the other season. This season, now they're actively jumping into different dimensions, into different realities. And it turns out that the people that they're close to in one reality kind of creates an echo, so that when they travel to another reality, those people will have been close in their lives as well. So it's pretty crazy. Like I said, I feel like they bogged it down with weirdness. Like, it's already weird enough. It's already a kind of a complex idea show with these movements and all this shit. A lot of people are turned off by the silly dance movements that create the dimension portal. And I don't know, but I enjoyed it. Like, season 1, I really enjoyed. I enjoyed the story with Prairie in season 2. I just didn't care that much. Like, I like the actor who played the detective in it, but I didn't really care what happened to him. You know what I mean? Like, I liked the actor's portrayal. I didn't really care about that story, though. I really didn't, about the damn game and the tycoon who was like the rich guy who was controlling everything and trying to basically use it as a recruiting tool, this game that led people into this weird house that could show people some sort of metaphysical truth. Like, I don't know. It just felt like more that didn't have to be there. But like I said, I enjoy going down rabbit holes and just having an experience sometimes. So I would have to say, I think season 1 was more satisfying. Season 2 was more fun because we got to see them jumping dimensions. And I don't want to ruin too much. Okay, I don't want to tell you how it ends, because in case you haven't seen it, this might give you an idea of if you want to watch it or not. But it got a little convoluted. got a little weird, a little extra weird, weirder than necessary. But overall, I enjoyed it. Like I said, I enjoyed season one. Felt more fulfilling, I guess. I don't know, more. I cared more. But this one introduced a whole other story that I didn't care that much about, and I don't feel like it's super related. Like they could leave out that story completely, and it'd still be a good series. So, yeah. Oh, and also during this season, the all the kids who helped her jump dimensions in the first season, they're also now trying to jump as well, so they can be with Prairie and protect her from Hap and shit. And they believe that she has jumped, right, not died, and they're trying to jump to be with her. At the very end of the movie, one of them jumps. One of them makes it. I'm not going to tell you who. I'm not going to tell you any of that. But I don't know. Overall, it's like, because of the extra story and stuff, I'm not super excited for a season 3 like I was for 2. Like, I'm like, okay, I get what they're doing now. Like, they're jumping to different dimensions. It's like, that's what the show's about now. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. All this extra weirdness isn't really necessary for that, but it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch. So it's up to you, man. I like I said, season 1 was a little easier to understand. Season 2 got a little strange. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't my favorite thing. It wasn't my favorite thing I've watched this year. So, all right. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of OA Season 2. And, yeah, if you like videos like this where I talk about TV series, movies, pop culture, nerd shit, anything like that, comic books, if you like stuff like that, subscribe for more, because that's what I do here. I also have a podcast with my best friend. It's called the Pod Shit Nerdcast. I upload the podcast directly to this channel, but it's also on Stitcher and Google Play and basically everything. So go search that if you're interested in that kind of stuff. It's basically just a nerd podcast where we sit and bullshit for an hour about nerdy nonsense. So, all right. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.